welcome back. Yeah, I'm back again with another video. Today we just gonna get right into it. Today we're gonna talk about Rkelly just getting sentenced with 30 years. I ain't gonna need waste no time. I'm gonna get right into it. You know, Rkelly was sentenced with 30 years today. It's just the start of the process, and he still got to go fight other cases in Chicago and Minnesota. But I'm gonna talk about it if would Rkelly ever see freedom ever again? Good possibility. It's a good possibility Rkelly can still see freedom. You know, Rkelly you just really gonna have to get on that mode. You're gonna really have to turn into. You're gonna really have to. You know, I'm sure you was in behind that wall, waiting on this New York sentence. You probably had a positive attitude. It's no more positive attitude. You have to think how the feds think. You have to think how the feds think. It's the only way. That's the only way you gonna ever. Let me turn my head. That's the only way you can get behind that wall. If you think how the feds think, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Even you gonna have to manipulate. You gonna have to eliminate whatever you gotta do. But you're gonna have to do it. That's just what you're gonna have to do. It's good possibility. No case. Like you got a lot of battles ahead of you. You got a ton of battles ahead of you. A ton of battles. I knew you was gonna get 30 years in New York. I knew that. I said that from the video last week. I mentioned that in the video last week. You know, I knew you was gonna get that because you still a humble guy. You a humble guy. You can't be humble. You fight against the feds. When you fight against the feds, you got to bring that dog out of you. You got to bring that dog out of you. You should have been in court. If they gave me 30 years, I threw everything. I throw in a desk. I'm throwing everything. I'm going crazy. Just how you did on Gayle interview, when all this madness presented itself to you, you should have did that to the courtroom. But now you got to go back home. And, you know, Chicago is one of them states that put you in your place. Chicago is one of them states that put you in your place. You know, so what really could you do? What really could you do? You're going to be fighting. You're going to be fighting for a long time. You just need one state to overturn. You need one state to overturn. If Chicago nail you to the cross, they give you a life sentence, so be it. You still got a chance out there in Minnesota. Long as Minnesota find you not guilty, you need one state. You need one state to find you not guilty, and then you start working. You still a young man. You still 55 years old. You still 55 years old. They gave you 30 years today. You got to do 85% of the Fed time there. You'll come home at 70. You'll come home at 70. Chicago give you whatever they going to give you. But if Minnesota don't give you nothing, that's asking for a good possibility. But that's probably won't be the case. All them states probably gonna give you a significant amount of time. You know, you just got 30 there. I'm sure Chicago gonna try to put a good possibility. Chicago might put life on you. That's just how it's looking. Chicago might put life on you because it's kind of like they gave you an opportunity. They gave you an opportunity to get yourself correct. They gave you an opportunity to fix your actions. You ain't seen no one to do that. That's something that you ain't want to do. You know, that's something that you ain't even want to consider doing. You was too gone. You was too far too gone. You was too far too gone. So with that being said, Rkelly, you got to start thinking how the feds thinking. You got to start thinking how the feds thinking. It's some loopholes. It's some loopholes in that New York case. But you got too many cases all over the world. You know, you got too many cases all over the world. You gotta start thinking about. Then do you have enough money to fight the feds? That's one of the main problems. Do you have enough money to fight the feds? You know, your catalog. I'm sure if you sell your catalog, I'm sure your catalog gonna do at least 100 million. I wouldn't sell that catalog for nothing under 100 million. You know, so you got enough money to fight. But the thing is, even if all the states put cases against you, you know, if all the states do, New York just did 30, Chicago do life, Chicago do 30, that's 60. Minnesota do 30 or they do life. You gonna need that 100 million. That 100 million gonna cover. That 100 million gonna cover every state. That 100 million gonna cover a state. So do you want to just sit behind that wall and live comfortable behind that wall? Because I'm sure 100 million behind that wall, you're gonna do just fine. You're gonna do just fine. You're gonna be able to do all. You're gonna be able to get all the commissary you want. You're gonna be able to get all that you want. Everything you want. Everything you want behind that wall, you're going to be able to attain. So that's something that you got to think about. That's something that you got to think about. But you went into that case, you had the suit on, you had the glasses on, looked like you was finna go on a red carpet. You didn't look like you was going to no courthouse. Looked like you was going on the red carpet. No, not with the feds. Not with the feds. You don't go on the feds looking like that. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, they parents was already jealous of you. You fleed up. You probably had on a, ain't no telling, $3,000 suit, $4,000 suit. Ain't no man ever put that suit on a day in their life. With the sunglasses on, $1,000 sunglasses on. You know they was hanging in that courtroom. You know they was doing that. So, with that being said, it's a slim chance. But you still got some fight in you. You still got some fight in you. You got a lot of fight in you. You got a ton of fight in you. You know? So, don't appeal nothing. Nothing. Let it all play out. Let all them cases play out. Go to Chicago. If they give you a life sentence, they give you 30, 50 years in Chicago, let it play out. You go to Minnesota, let it play out. Because Minnesota's a tough state. Minnesota's a very, very tough state. Man, that's probably going to be the biggest sentence you're going to get in Minnesota. I'm telling you that now. When you go out there to Minnesota, Minneapolis, that's going to be the biggest. Like, you should have did all you should never did none you did, period. Because you have kids, you have daughters. There's no reason you should be acting under this matter. And I can't believe Chicago actually gave you a second chance. You know, and Chicago going to consider the situation that they gave you a second chance, and you still wanted to act a fool. You put them under the bus. You know, it's states like New York that, man, I know the prosecutors that they itching, you know, and you coming up very, very soon. It's like it's gonna be back to back. They not gonna waste no time. Literally, your case is coming up next month, a couple days. It's a few days. Your case coming up. You know, your case coming up in a couple days. Chicago probably called down. New York, do me a favor. Give Rkelly 30 years so we can set an example out of him because he played around with us. That's what Chicago probably told New York to do to you. But you still got some fights because you went down by yourself. And you was a strong guy to go back down by yourself. So I don't know what you doing behind that wall. I don't know if you got a little boyfriend or something behind that wall, but you got something behind that wall. You know, definitely to not want to speak your tongue. You got a lot of things going on behind that wall. And, you know, a lot of videos talking about dinglings and all this and all that. No. Your dingling you gonna try to use your dingling at all age. Your dingling gonna work at all age. It's just you like the young girls. That's what you like. You like young girls. Why? You got daughters. Why? Why do you like young girls? You got daughters. Are you like? It's like that's the whole point. Like I seen you when on Gail interview. These folks are lying on me. That's what you did on Gail's show. These folks are lying on me. Rkelly, with a 30-year sentence? No. It's time for you to, it's not about the truth anymore. It's not about the truth. It's about you getting out of that can. That's what it's about. Not the truth. You present the right story, you get the right attorney, and you get up out of that can. If not, You're going to be behind that wall for the rest of your life. And the way it's looking, with a 30-year sentence at 55, that's 85. You're going to be 85. So, y'all let me know what y'all think on this situation. Y'all hit the subscribe button. Y'all hit the like button. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And your boy is gone.